Hey guys, so welcome back to today's video. We're going to be playing around with a brand new foundation. It is a newer foundation to Too Faced. It is their Born This Way matte foundation. I do have their original one, which I truly love, and so they went over and sent this over, so I thought we would go ahead and test it out together. I have the shade Golden Beige, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I also wanted to use a lot of the Too Faced products to kind of just see how they play all together. So if you guys are new to my channel, I hope you guys will hit that subscribe button down below, and we're just going to go ahead and get diving into it. So this is the Born This Way foundation. It does say that this is a super coverage multi-use. Oh wait, this is the concealer, dumbass. Okay, here we are. So this is the foundation. Do you see what I'm talking about though? The packaging is very similar to the concealer. So this is a oil-free, oil-controlling, waterproof, and transfer resistant. This is a 24-hour undetectable super long wear foundation. Honestly, I don't wear foundation for 24 hours. I am newly back into the workforce, so for me, something that is transfer resistant is a huge thing, because I do wear a mask about 7 hours of the day now, and because of that, I always hate having foundation that kind of transfers onto my mask. So anything that is transfer resistant for me is a really big plus in my book. So we'll definitely see how that plays. Right here it says that it is infused with coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. If I do wear anything that has or contains coconut water consistently, I do find that I do get little pimples, especially right in this area. So I am just kind of mindful of that, and I kind of keep in line with the fact that I try not to wear something that is infused or contains coconut water consistently, and I usually tend to be fine. I did pick out the shade Golden Beige. We're gonna go ahead and prime the skin first, and I figured why not use the Too Faced Prime and Poreless. This is the Pore Banishing Blurring Face Primer. I'm not the biggest fan of this primer. I want to use it because it's a Too Faced primer, so I kind of want to see how the products work together. If I push it into the skin like this and do swiping motions, it will ball up. It does not like any of my moisturizers that I use. I think this is like a medium to full coverage foundation. Well, it doesn't necessarily say, but because I assume this is like a medium to full coverage foundation, as is the original one, I'm gonna go in with a sponge, because I do find that even that foundation that I use works the best with a sponge. So here is the packaging, and then I just want to show you guys a side-by-side comparison. So there you have it. Very, very similar to the other one. I am going to be using the Real Techniques sponge. This is like my favorite sponge ever. I thought that was like the balling up. Oh no, that's food. So instantly it covers everything. Definitely covered up everything. I mean, you can still see a little bit of texture. I have a little bit more issues on this side than I do on this side. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more on this side just to cover up. And then whatever's left on my hand, I'm just gonna put on my forehead. All right, I turned down the brightness just because I felt like it was so bright and you guys can't see just the true texture on my skin. But there you have it. That is one full layer. I'm pretty impressed by how well it's already covered up everything. I want to just cover up a little bit more of this. I always enjoy going in with a sponge, only because I find that if it's a more full coverage, I like to build it, and I find that with a sponge, the consistency looks a little bit more natural versus a brush. I feel like you can get really, really heavy really quickly. So I'm gonna go in with the Born This Way concealer. This is in light beige. I've raved about this so much here on my channel. You guys know just how much I love this concealer. It is I seriously can't rave enough about it. So the brows are done, but the face isn't completely set. Like, it's set. It's not as tacky as some of the other foundations, but it still needs to be set a little bit more. So I figured that what I would do is I'd go back in with my loose powder, because I don't want to, I have a pressed powder by Too Faced, but I don't want to change the color of it because I want to see if it oxidizes throughout the day on its own. So I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of this setting powder. So I'll just go ahead and kind of press the setting powder in. And I think we're good. I really need to get my brows done. I was doing my brows right now and I was like, oh, this is rough. So far, so good. I mean, it covered. It looks definitely like every other foundation. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily weightless right now, but it could also be the fact that I just put on powder. So it feels a little bit drier. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of set my face, do the rest of my makeup. I'll let you guys see what it looks like once we are done with everything, and then we'll start our wear time test. But if you guys are wanting to know what time I applied my foundation, it was 11:47. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up with the rest of my face, and I'll show you guys the after shot of everything. All right, so we are done, finished product here, you guys, and now that I've put on like my setting spray and stuff, I definitely feel a lot better. Before, it was just feeling a little bit too powdery, maybe because it was like a matte foundation on top of like a little bit of a powder. Today I wanted to play around with the gingerbread palette because it's been a while since I played with this. So I was like, I'm gonna pull this out, and I think I might pull this out for my Shop My Stash because I don't know about you, but the moment August hit, I'm like, fall everything. So let me go through these claims. I want to show you guys. 99% of this said that they blurred away imperfections. I don't know about all that. I don't know. I think it looks the same. 96% said that it felt weightless on the skin. I mean, it feels fine right now. 93% it said it provided undetectable coverage. I definitely do agree like that. I definitely feel like it looks very similar to this one. And I think the biggest thing for me is going to be throughout the day, like, am I going to break up? If my oil is going to seep through, what's it going to look like? That's what I think is going to be the biggest thing for me. 92% have said this foundation does not require touch-ups. So it's 12:55. I want to preface that it did not take me an hour to do just the rest of my makeup. I was actually talking to my brother for about half an hour, so I ended up taking a little bit of a break. But we're going to go ahead and finish up with our day. Just keep on going and keep on trucking, and I will see you guys all in a little while. All right, so I just wanted to do a close-up so you guys could see just like what it looks like in natural lighting versus downstairs, you know? Basically, I'm just sitting on the table right now editing upstairs, and I will say I actually like it. Like the blush, weirdly enough, I have no highlight on, but the blush has got a little bit of a glow, so it definitely looks like I've got a little bit of a highlight, but it's been about, what time is it, 2? So it's been about 2 hours that I've been wearing this, and so far so good. I'm gonna be heading to the store here in about an hour, so once I go outside, it's super humid today, it'll definitely be put to test, but yeah, so far this is it. We are back for our final check-in, you guys. It is 8:36. It was like 11:45, I think, when we filmed. Lashes really lasted about 2 hours, maybe 3. I went ahead and I took them off before I went to the grocery store, but I did do a grocery haul. Like, I went to the grocery store, so I had my mask on for about an hour and a half. All right, so here is, I'm just gonna pull in my mirror so we can kind of see what's going on. I gotta say that I'm actually kind of impressed with it. You can see just a little bit of thin creasing right in my fine lines. You can definitely see that the oils have kind of came through, although I don't feel like it's a whole lot. Like, I actually think if I was gonna go out right now, I probably could maybe just blot a little bit and touch up just my T-zone, and I would be good to go. I'm actually kind of impressed by how well it's held up. Even with the mask on, as long as I had it on, it didn't take away any of my blush. I do have one pimple that's peeking through. It is basically almost gone all over my chin. That's very normal. I actually really like the way that this looks so far. So it definitely looks like it's my skin. I mean, you could definitely tell that I'm wearing makeup, but I feel like my skin looks flawless. And that is something to me that's kind of like a really impressive thing. First impressions by itself, I will definitely say that I'm really impressed with this foundation. The last 2 foundations I've tried, I've been super impressed with. This one and the Lorac one that I tested out here recently. These 2 foundations I've been super impressed with. So I'm definitely gonna be wearing this again. I didn't think that that foundation would actually be my correct face match, but it is, so that's even better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what foundations you guys have found that are newer to the YouTube world, and if it's something you guys want me to test out. If you guys are new to my channel, I hope you guys will hit that subscribe button. Also, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you guys haven't seen any of my newest videos, make sure to check them out right here. They are right here for you guys to check out. And I will see you guys on my next video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.